Welcome to the Transparent FX Academy. If you're new to the channel, I'm Nick and I've been a top hodler on TradingView for many years, as well as being one of the only traders with a fully verified MyFXBook third-party track record. So if you want to elevate your trading, you are definitely in the right place. So subscribe to the channel, and without further ado, let's jump straight into it. So take a second, pause the video, read the disclaimer, and I will see you on the charts. In this video, I'll speak about gold. First, I'll give you the technical aspect, then I'll move to the commitment of traders analysis to see what institutions in the market are doing and how they're moving and shifting their orders. And then I'll put together these two different types of analysis. So this is definitely a video you do not want to miss. Now, starting here from the monthly time frame, what we can see is that we have a market which at the moment is in a very strong uptrend. The market has been creating a series of monthly higher highs and higher lows, so pushing to the upside quite aggressively with a strong uptrend, and all this push to the upside is fueled by strong institutional buying. And we'll be speaking about this institutional buying in just a few moments when we move to the commitment of traders analysis. But for now, let's keep in mind that here on the monthly, we are in a strong uptrend and that the market is rejecting previous historical resistance, now turned support, and that was the starting point of all this huge uptrend. In fact, this level was acting as previous historical resistance for many years. The market then broke above the zone, and what we know is that a previous level of resistance respected already in multiple occasions, once it is broken to the upside, becomes support. And what you expect is the retest and rejection to the upside. And that is exactly what happened here. We had the break, retest, and that huge uptrend that we just spoke about started after the break, retest, and rejection to the upside away from this historical monthly demand and support zone. Dropping down on the weekly time frame, what do we have? Well, here on the weekly, we have two important things that we have to notice. The first one is that we had here the creation of this ascending triangle formation. When you see something like this, where basically you're having the creation of higher lows and at the same time equal highs, what you expect after that is a breakout to the upside, because essentially it means that buyers are still in control of this market because they're creating higher lows, and sellers are just trying to protect the resistance zone. But as buyers are still in control, it's just a matter of time before a massive breakout to the upside occurs. And I'm sure you have seen this pattern already play out in the market yourself over and over again. The second thing that we have to notice is that we got the impulse to the upside, so the breakout phase from that ascending triangle formation. Then we had the correction. And when you have an impulse and a correction, if you want to measure the correction, you have to take your Fibonacci from the low to the high of the impulse leg. And if we do that, we can see how the market retraced exactly to the zone in between the 0.32 and 50% retracement. Now, what that means is that inside of here, we had very strong confluence of support and demand. And in general, when you have an impulse and correction, what you expect is in a strong uptrend for the market to retrace to the 0.32. At the 0.32, you expect to see more institutional buying and then a rejection to the upside. And that is exactly what is happening here. We had the correction to the 0.32 and now the start of this rejection to the upside. Just a quick interruption. Let me know in the comments below if you have any new pairs or topics that you would like me to cover in the next videos, because I'm always open to suggestions. Dropping down on the daily time frame, what do we see? Now, here in the daily, I spoke about gold just a few days ago when the market was around this level. I explained all the reasons for which I was expecting this rejection to the upside, and that is in fact exactly what the market did. Then again, when the market was here, I explained all the reasons for which I was expecting this correction and retest of this level. And then after the market created that correction, I made another breakdown explaining all the reasons for which from here I was expecting this push to the upside, which again is exactly what the market is currently doing. And by the way, I will link in the description all these previous analysis so you can go and check them out for more free education. But at the moment, what do we have? Well, here on the daily, at the moment, we have very interesting price action because the market has just reached that zone, which is quite important. This is a previous level of daily supply and resistance from which all this push to the downside was created, which at the moment the market is testing once more. We can also notice that in creating this push to the upside, the market has also started creating this W formation. And in general, after the creation of a W, what you would expect is a rejection lower for the completion of the W formation at the neckline, so the previous resistance turns support. I'm sure that you have seen this pattern already play out in the market many times. We can see already an example here. We had pushed to the downside, higher, lower, so perfect creation of the W formation. And after that, as you can see, we had the push lower and completion of the pattern at the neckline. So after a W, most of the times you will see the market go and complete the neckline. Again, I'm sure you have seen this already in the market in multiple occasions. Now, what we can see here, as we were saying, is that we are entering a strong supply and resistance zone with the creation of this daily W formation. So what do we have in this kind of situation? Well, first of all, let's go and see what is the environment when it comes to the commitment of traders. So what our institutions in the market are, what they're doing, and how they're moving and shifting their orders. Now, the one thing that we have to keep in mind is that we're missing the very last few reports. That is because of the US government shutdown. We just had the ending of one of the longest US government shutdown in history. And so things are still not rolling because they still are not releasing the new data, which should end, I think next week. We should start getting the new reports. So business as usual. But for the very last reports, what we have to try to understand is what was going on before we stopped getting the reports. Because remember, institutions have to move a lot of money. So their orders, there isn't enough liquidity in the market for them to just buy or sell all at the same time. So it takes a lot of time for them to actually shift their positioning. So that is why you see them move their positioning in months. So slowly increasing their net positions. What we were seeing here is that with the last reports, they were starting once more to decrease their net positions. We were going from 266K to 252K to 231K and then 203K net positions. So adding thousands of shorts, we can see 5,600 shorts added with the last report on gold and 22,000 longs getting closed with the last report, 18,000 with the previous one, 14,000 with the one before that. So what we can expect is that this trend was continuing. So after building up that huge long position and the market obviously reacting with all this push to the upside, which we have already noticed, it seems that they were starting to take profits and start to move back to the bearish side, expecting a deeper correction. So even though we're missing the last reports, we can infer that that continued. So institutions continued adding shorts and closing longs. So let's keep all of this in mind and move back to the chart. And by the way, if you still haven't, make sure that you join my free Telegram channel, which you find linked in the description, so you never miss new updates. Now back to the analysis. So in a situation like this, where we have a market which in this area is testing strong supply and resistance, what would I expect? Well, as usual, and as my students know very well, trading is reactive and not predictive. The monthly, weekly, and daily timeframes combined with the COT data, those are the best timeframes when it comes to the directional aspect of the market. However, when it comes to identifying early shifts in the trend of a market, the best timeframes for that are the intraday timeframes. So 4 hour and lower. Therefore, what I would expect is that if this market would shift from an intraday bullish to a bearish market, I wouldn't be surprised to see a potential rejection lower for the completion of this W formation and to see some short-term weakness here, which is also what institutional positioning seems to suggest. So a push lower definitely wouldn't surprise me. Now, everything that you see me share here on YouTube is just the tip of the iceberg. In fact, if you want to learn more, I really suggest that you head over to my website, which you find linked in the description. Here, you have the possibility to gain access to the best mentorship program in the world. You can get all my courses ranging from the very basics of charting all the way to the more advanced topics. You also have the possibility to gain access to the trading station software with the Telegram notification integrations, one-on-one private mentoring directly with me, the COT data software, which is the software that you often see me use in my analysis. And you also have the possibility to gain access to the entertaining live trading show. So essentially a live stream of all my trades as they're happening live every day. So my entries, exits, how I manage the positions, all streamed live every single day. essentially in this Telegram channel, which is obviously private just for members. You also have the possibility to gain access to all my EAs. So essentially all my strategies, which you can then customize to your own preference. And here you see breakdowns of each and every one of my strategies, including a 10-year historical backtest of the strategy on high quality tick data. So essentially backtested on live charts. So basically, I would suggest that you go and check these ones out. And if you continue to scroll down past the testimonials, you will see that you have the possibility to join and gain automatically access with the email and password that you will create during the checkout process. So I really suggest to at least go and check it out. The link is in the description and I will see you in it. If you enjoyed the video, make sure that you drop a like and a comment. It really helps with the creation of new free analysis and education, and I will see you in my next video.